Because guys, when you leave the Philippines to work overseas, you probably have set your objectives already, earn bigger wages, save most of them, and return home maybe one of them. But in reality, working overseas is more likely to be complicated than what we initially imagined. There are many distractions that dissuade us from pursuing our goals. So many OFW spend many years working abroad yet they found themselves almost empty-handed and unable to figure out why they were unable to save by the time they decided to go back to Philippines. So guys, uh, remember that a high-paying job does not guarantee savings if you are not diligent in doing so, or if if unfortunate things happen. Like what I'm saying is, if your employees get terminated you, or you had an accident, or you get laid off from work, or etc. Mm, successful OFW sounds very subjective, but for the sake, what I'm saying is, let's say a successful OFW is one who is able to provide the needs of his or her family along with a sustainable source of livelihood long after he or she decide to go back home for good. Therefore, if you don't want to take the same route as these ill-fated OFWs and instead be successful, the following tips may be helpful to you. Number one is apply the job without spending a fortune. You know, it is not practical to spend fortune to land an overseas job, no matter how high paying it promises. Many Filipinos take the radical route of selling farming lands, houses, and other family properties to pay for a placement fee for a job that pays only a fraction of that amount. Um, while you successfully get the job, your family's livelihood or convenience is a compromise, putting you in a bind contribute a significant amount of your earnings on a regular basis. So this becomes the main reason why OFWs are unable to save for themselves. So number two is save before you spend. The fact that you are receiving much higher salary abroad than what you did back in Philippines is a big temptation to spend more. After all, you have the money to spend, right? So you might say you deserve a new car or a fine piece of luxury jewelry after all hard work. So that's not a problem only if you are already managed to save a reasonable amount on a regular basis. So that's amount maybe from 5% to 15% of your monthly income. So many Filipinos want a taste of luxury even for a short while. So only to regret what they did. So you can be likely them, like what I did, but make sure you put money into a piggy bank first. So number three, become an investor. Uh, Investing in a farmland, house for rent, or lots is a wise investment with a guaranteed yields better than a passenger jeepneys or sari-sari store because they require a bit less maintenance and whose value doesn't depreciate as much as others. As a matter of fact, real estate properties value increases over time. If a farmland or piece of real estate is a bit expensive, so you may try other investment vehicles such as uh, stock market or life insurance with a cash value. Number four is invest in retirement savings plan, educational plan, or life insurance. So even when you are working abroad, be diligent and contribution to SSS, Pag-ibig Fund, and educational fund for your children or future of your children as well as a health and life insurance to safeguard financial security during challenging times. Number five, educate your family members on spending your remittance. So don't make your beneficiary think making money abroad is an easy task. Instill in them the value of savings and less reliance on your money, remittance, or balikbayan box. So by doing so, family members are motivated to help stretch the budget and save whatever you send instead of immediately seeking help from you for additional money, monetary help. Number 6, don't pretend to be a millionaire when you are not. So, sometimes neighbors have this mentality that if you are on vacation, you are poised to give away stacks of money or bags of chocolates. And many OFWs obliged to avoid being maligned as too prudent and don't know how to share. Sharing what you have is a good gesture, but it does not need to be too extravagant that it's like starting from scratch when you return to work abroad. What about if your company suddenly shuts down or have to let go of people actually due to financial difficulties, or you got sick and unable to go back to work? So these are unlikely to offer you help. Number 7, think of good and investment while you are abroad. If you are business minded, you can think of ways to establish business in your hometown, like internet cafe for computer literature family members, eatery for cooking members and siblings, or a business center offering a I'm sorry about that. Photo photocopying, typing, and book binding near at school. So don't invest on a business you have no idea how it's run. So you better save your money in a bank than get involved in a high risky business venture. So number 8, set short-term, middle-term, and long-term plans. By planning on a short, within the year actually, medium like 2 to 4 years, and long term is 6 years or more. 6 years or more plans. So we are more focused on what we can accomplish on a daily basis. So, like for example, I am in a question: do I want to own a new house within 2 years? Do I want to go back home in 5 years? So can I establish my own business before I reach the age of 40? So guys, draft your own plans first and you will be able to steer towards a clearer direction. So number 9 is think of acquiring new skills. So like what I'm doing now, I'm studying, I'm working while I'm studying. This means acquiring new skills can be accomplished through short-term course such as dressmaking or cooking course. So, or maybe enroll in a distance learning or maybe enroll in a distance learning school. Like in our school, there's AMA school here in Hong Kong, or maybe in other abroad. So, or I mean. Other skills are not necessarily for livelihood, but are good to have. Other skills are not necessarily for livelihood, but are good to have. So such as a guitar or karate lessons or cooking, something like that. So being an OFW should not limit you to be a part of a working class only. So it is still part of your living life. So it is still part of your living of your life. I'm sorry about that. It is still part of living your life, of which we constantly seek self-improvement. So I hope these are practical tips that are not hard to do. So even the lowest paid Filipino abroad can still be a candidate to succeed in life overseas. So it is just begins with forward thinking, a little self-sacrifice, and focus on achieving the dreams. So I hope this video uh, I hope this video will are helpful to you. So again, this is Andrew, and hope you enjoy watching. Thank you very much.